Welcome back, my dear students. Today we will proceed with the subtopic of our chapter, that is North America. So let's proceed further. Okay, and I want to congratulate each and every one because in this online class, my class 6 students are performing very well, and they are the one who are giving me their work updates, and I am very much happy. Plus I'm proud to be your teacher. So without any delay, let's proceed. Now, the main thing is that in my class, we do our best and support one another as we learn together. So, learning together is vice versa. So, I am making a little bit effort to make you understand, and you are also giving your work updates to me, and in that way, we are learning together. So, today's major topic that we will be discussing is major physical features. And in last class, we have talked about 4 major physical features, right? So, today we will be discussing about Western Cordilleras. Okay, so for these second feature, third feature, and fourth feature, I will make a subsequent video. Okay, so if I put everything in one video, there will be confusion, and you will be confused in learning different features. So one by one, gradually I will teach you the features. So let's understand what is Western Cordilleras. Okay, so the Western Cordilleras, this is a young fold mountain formed along the west coast around 80 million years ago. Okay, now I'm drawing like this, okay, to make you understand. So this one is east, and this one is west, and this one is north, and this one is south. Okay, so this says the Yongfold Mountains formed along the west coast around 80 million years ago. This is the west coast. Okay, this is the west coast because it is in the west side. Okay, so these mountains are formed. Okay, these mountains are formed like in which years? 80 million years ago. So the whatever the mountain which are found which are formed in 80 million years back, that are considered as young fold mountain. So they run parallel to the Pacific coast, starting from the Alaskan range. Okay, this is the Pacific coast. Okay, here Pacific Ocean is there, and these are considered as a Pacific coast. So we out here it says that Alaskan range. Okay, this is Alaskan range. Okay, it starts from Alaskan range in the north. This is north side. Okay, and for the length of 6,400 kilometers, 6,400 kilometers, to the countries of Canada, United States, and Mexico also. Okay, these three countries, Canada, United States, and Mexico, these young fold mountains run across. Okay, run across these four. So this is one of the most introductory part of Western Cordilleras. So moving forward, the second most point. Okay, the Cordilleras consist of parallel ranges in north-south alignment. Okay, parallel means this. Okay, north south, there are many ranges. Okay, so it is like this. North south means from north to south. Then which constantly merges and diverges. Merges means like this. It comes like this. This is called merging, and again it goes like this. Okay, these mountains, if this is a mountain, okay, so it merges. This is merging. Okay, when two mountains merge in one particular point, come in contact, that is called merge. And diverge means to move from each other, to move away from each other. So the Cordilleras consist of parallel ranges. Parallel means two ranges in north and south alignment which constantly merging and diverging. This is diverging, okay, from east to east. These are the Pacific Coast Ranges, the Nevadan Ranges, and the Rocky Mountains. These are the ranges which diverges and merges in the Western Cordilleras. Okay. Now, these one, okay, this is the same thing, the Pacific Coast Range, the Nevadan Range, and the Rocky Mountains. The altitude of these ranges increases westward. So look, this is the mountain, okay, mountain. So in a map there is east, west, north, and south, and these three ranges are there, okay. So as these three ranges moves to the westward, their altitude means height increases. The general elevation of the Cordilleras is around 3,500 meters, and Mount Denali, known as Mount Kinkley in the past, is the highest peak in this mountain system. So this is a mountain system because there are different ranges, right? Pacific Coast Range, Nevadan Range, and the Rocky Mountains. Under these range there are different mountains, so many mountains are there. But in these Cordilleras, Mount Denali, the one mountain, the name Mount Denali, previously it was known as Mount Kinkley, is the highest mountain peak in this system. Now, okay, this is just a map showing where are these mountains located. Okay, Pacific Coast Ranges is this one. Pacific Coast Ranges. Rocky Mountains is these, and Appalachian Mountains is this one. So the thing is this, Canada is out here, okay, and we are not talking about South America, okay, we are all talking about North America. So this is the one. So the most important thing that we want to discuss is that this one is Rocky Mountains. Canadian Shield depicts Canadian Shield is out brown. Appalachian is in this one purple color, Appalachian Mountain, and coastal plains are out here, coastal plains and coastal ranges, okay, this one is coastal ranges. And interior lowland, this is interior lowland. So why I am giving you this picture is that whenever you close your eyes, this vibrant color will make you think that these particular mountains are in this particular area of North American map. So now let's talk about the characteristics of which one? Cordilleras. One or more parallel ranges. There are one or more parallel ranges. From north to south, there are many high ranges like Alaska Ranges, Coast Ranges, Cascade Ranges, Sierra Nevada, and Sierra Madre. Okay. So the thing is that in India also there are different ranges like Mount Kanchenjunga is there. So many things are there. In Nepal we can see Mount Everest is there, right? So in North America also there are different ranges or mountains, high ranges that are known as Alaska Ranges, Coast Range, ranges, etc. Okay. Now let's talk about being a Pacific Ring of Fire. These also I'll show you in map where it is located. Okay, being a part of Pacific Ring of Fire. Why Ring of Fire? Because that particular area has volcano all around. Volcanoes are there, okay, so these volcanoes are active, some are active and some are dormant, okay. So it is considered as Pacific Ring of Fire. There are many volcanic peaks formed. Some are extinct, means they don't have any capacity to spit out the volcano hot lava. They are dead, okay. others are dormant, means they are just sleeping and they are just waiting for a time to explode. And the geysers and hot springs are also typically present in this volcano system, in this volcanic zone. Geysers also I will show, and hot spring also I'll show in subsequent slides. Now let's talk about the other feature, okay, other characteristic. There are numerous intermountain plateaux such as Cordilleras, Colombia and Mexican plateau. What do you mean by intermountain plateau? Intermountain plateau is located between mountain or mountain ranges. So this is mountain, okay, and there are different mountain ranges also, okay, and these area, between these area, this plateau is located, so it is considered as intermountain plateau. Great basin Great Basin is most spectacular and large intermountain plateau. So which is the largest intermountain plateau in North America? If question arises, you have to give the name of this one, okay, and not this one, Great Basin, okay. It is known as important watershed. So what do you mean by watershed? Watershed is an area or a ridge of land that separates water flowing to different rivers, basins or sea. So water, if this is a water, it is going to sea, it is going to river, or it is going to different parts, that particular area is called watershed. It is bounded by Rocky Mountains in the east and Sierra Nevada Cascada Ranges in the west. So this one called Cordilleras. We are talking about the Cordilleras. Okay, this is the mountain ranges. So it says that Rocky Mountains. These are Rocky Mountains in the east, Sierra Nevada and Cascada ranges in the west, and it covers approximately this Western Cordillera covers around 5,20,000 square kilometer in area, and it also forms inland drainage system. So there are three important deserts in North America in this Western Cordillera, that is Sonoran, Chiu and Mojave. Okay, so this is one of the important features or characteristics of Western Cordilleras. So this is Alaska ranges, okay. I have already discussed Alaska ranges. So this is how Alaska ranges looks like in a real one. So this one is Alaska ranges. Number 2 is Pacific Ring of Fire, is this one, okay. This one is a Pacific Ring of Fire where dormant and extinct volcanoes are there, and India is out here, okay. Understood why Pacific Ring of Fire? Now let's go Sierra Madre. So I have also talked about Sierra Madre. So this one is the mountain ranges that is there in Western Cordilleras, and it looks like this. So geysers. So it is it comes from volcano. If an area has a volcano, that hot water comes out from earth's surface, that is called geysers. So this is an example or image of a geyser, and this is a pictorial representation of how geyser works. This is a magma chamber, and when evaporation takes place, heat will take place, and some water will be here, okay, waters will be there, then it will get like boiled, like it will get heat up, and if there is certain channel, then it will come out, okay. So it's quite like every now and then there are so many geysers around the world. Now hot springs, this is also a hot spring, in the same way how that if a region has a volcano, hot springs are also there. Now I have talked about Colorado Plateau. So Colorado Plateau lies out here, and this is how this plateau looks like, okay. So I guess the images are clear, and where it is located, I guess that one is also clear. Now let's talk about Juan Desert, okay. Juan Desert, this is the desert, and it looks like this. So desert is like a very harsh place where water are not there, and it lies between, this desert lies between Mexico as well as in United States of America. So moving forward, a great canyon, that we are talking about characteristics, okay, characteristics of Cordilleras. So a great canyon is found in the on this region in the vicinity of Colorado Plateau. Colorado Plateau you have already seen in the image, and vicinity means in the nearest, okay. It is the result of river erosion by the Colorado and structural movements of earth systems. So in my first class in geography, I have talked about the movements of plates, okay, movements of plates, earth's plates. So there, these movements can also be called as the structural movement, okay, with the help of erosion, earthquake, etc. So these are the things. So this this great canyon is the result of river erosion by Colorado and structural movements of the earth. So moving forward, this is the Grand Canyon, and it looks like this. Water is here, okay, water is here. So it looks like this, and it's very like mesmerizing to see, and lots of people travel to this place and to see this beautiful great Grand Canyon. So in my whenever I was discussing these characteristics, I have talked about Mount Denali. So Mount Denali, previously known as Mount Kinkley, is the highest peak in North America. So this is how beautiful Mount Denali looks like. Very beautiful, right? So okay, now I have completed the characteristics. So on these slides I want to talk about the students whose work was fantastic. Mohit's work was very fantastic. So many students have given their own productive work. Her handwriting is like the best. The presentation is done in a very good manner. This one also very up to date, and these are the map worksheet activity which I had provided, and students, like many students, have done their marvelous work. So I want those students to be like this, and others kindly put an effort like your friends. So this one very fantastically drawn, this one and this one. So I want each and everyone. So if your work want to be highlighted in this, like this kind of things, kindly do your work as your friends. So I want every students, and I want every student's guardian also to see these works and make your child work or make them encouraged to learn new activities like this. So thank you for listening, my dear students, and I love you. And the thing is that you are doing better in this pandemic also. So if you have any queries for these topics, or for this chapter, you know my number, and you can ping me or call me directly. So this is my Gmail account, and this is my number. Okay, this one is quite wrong. 9593987111. Okay, so thank you for listening, and take care and stay safe.